All right, welcome everyone to the finale of the iNRS Racing Series here in Phoenix. I'm Rick Souza here with the IWM Broadcast Network. We are live with iNRS in their finale. We've got 4 drivers, all of them getting ready to attack this track here in Phoenix. And at the end, we will crown a champion this year, 2025, with iNRS. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We will have each of those drivers here to talk about their season and get a feel for how they're going to attack Phoenix here and just to hear about their thoughts for this season. So let's go ahead and try and bring in, let's try to bring in Jacob Musso. Let's try to bring Jacob in here into the broadcast booth. Jacob, welcome to the broadcast booth. Thanks for joining me for a few minutes tonight.
Oh, thanks.
We appreciate you. You've had a heck of a season so far this year. Granted, we're down to the last race here. You've made it through all these 35 races to show up here and run for the money, for the trophy and the glory.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been a fun season to get here. Proud of the effort. Got scary a few times in the playoffs, but super excited to be here. I don't know if I have a shot towards Jordan tonight, but hopefully we can play some strategy or get a little bit of luck to help us out.
Well, you've had a great season. 4 wins, 14 podiums, 19 top 5s, 24 top 10s. Pretty much out of the 35 races, you've been in it for nearly all of them. That's a heck of an accomplishment.
Thank you.
Well, look forward to seeing you out there. Wish you a whole lot of luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end.
Appreciate it. I hope so.
You got it. All right, folks, that's Jacob Musso, the 25. We'll see him out there in just a bit. We're about to get qualifying in about 6 or so minutes. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and grab a hold of Austin Wheeler here and move Austin here, talk to Austin a bit about what his season's been like and what's going to happen going forward. Austin, congratulations on getting here, making it to the Final Four. You've had a heck of a year.
Thank you, man. It's been fun. I'm hoping we can capitalize tonight and make it all worth it.
Well, I think what we were most amazed about in the broadcast booth this year has been your playoff season. You just had an amazing run in the playoffs.
Yeah, with the exception of the round of 8. Luckily, we made it on points from there. But yeah, the first 2 rounds, won the first 2 races and able to advance and really collect those playoff points that really helped us propel to the championship 4 by having a bad round. So I'm glad we got all those wins, and I really would like to carry more momentum into this race than being outside the 15th finishing position for the whole round of 8. But hey, we'll bring some speed here tonight and see what we can do.
Yeah, we saw, just to kind of talk through the numbers a bit, 9 wins this season, 13 podiums, 15 top 5s, and 18 top 10s. That's just an amazing season.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. I've had some ups and downs, some hot streaks, and then some cold off a little bit during the summertime. I really didn't do that great over the summer months, but won a few early, got locked in, and then we started championship point hunting, and that's been the goal since and got us here.
Well, you've done an amazing job. It's been been fun to watch. Both Jeff and Sal and other broadcasters we've had in have always, we looked at those guys who are out there being successful, and obviously your name has always been the top of the list. So good luck tonight, and we'll see you hopefully at the end.
Yeah, man, sounds good. I look forward to talking to you here again in about 2 hours.
You got it. All right, folks, that's Austin Wheeler. And with that, let's see if we can bring in another driver. All right, Jordan Wenzel now joins us in the broadcast booth. Jordan, congratulations getting here. Just one more race to go.
Yeah, hopefully I can figure it out here. I'm sitting on top on practice, but I'm not. You never know who's sandbagging in practice just to get to come out and smoke everybody in the race. I'm just trying to win this, man. This is my 3rd attempt at it in this league, and still haven't gotten it yet. I want that. I want it bad.
Well, when I take apart the season and say, what was Jordan Wenzel's year like, and go back and look, 5 wins, 17 podiums, 22 top 5s, 25 top 10s. Pretty much for 2/3 of the season, you were always in the money.
Yeah, I feel like almost every race I could have had a chance to at least been top 5 in every race. It felt like it was just a year of consistency. I mean, when the regular season wrapped up, I think I was almost 3 races ahead of everybody. So it's just working on the playoffs and getting those wins, finishing second and third. It's nice, but it doesn't win you a championship in this format.
Well, it's been just amazing to watch. We often pick who's a driver that you want to emulate or study when you're going back and doing an autopsy on a race. And I've always gone back and watched your lines, especially when it came to the road courses. For some reason, you just have this unique ability to really find the speed, especially entry and exit on some of the corners. I've been really amazed when I've watched you going back and reviewing film, just your road course expertise.
Yeah, it's nice being able to be so good at those road courses, because a lot of people they don't have as good of a road course repertoire. So I'm able to take advantage of that. It makes, especially with the playoff system, it makes it the first half of the year so much easier, especially with COTA being the third race. If you just win that race, then all you got to do is you can kind of down focus until you get to the playoffs. But that might also be a double-edged sword where you're too unfocused going into the playoffs. So
when you started on iRacing, were you more were you focused on the ovals, or was it road racing that really brought you to iRacing?
Honestly, it was ovals. I've always done ovals on iRacing. I have way more starts on ovals than I do on road courses. I really don't know what happened, but between the 2023 and 2024 season, something clicked, and I was able to just go out and be super fast at the road courses. Even going into that, again, we're going to go back to COTA again. That race in the 2024 season, I believe I set the pole by over 2 seconds.
Wow. Yeah. So amazing. So tonight, the Phoenix is a very unique track. It's kind of I mean, look at all the different tracks, the different layouts. It's got the most unique layout of all. You can listen to the folks, the crew chiefs on NASCAR, and they talk about setting it up for turns 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, but it's never easy to get them both to work.
No, it really isn't. It almost, I don't know about the setup tonight. It almost feels like it's better in 1 and 2, but I think a lot of it is going to be about keeping your tires underneath you and getting the car to rotate and not be over exerting the tires.
Well, good luck tonight. We hope to talk to you again at the end of this race.
I hope I'm talking to you at the end of the race.
Thanks, Jordan. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that's Jordan Wenzel here with just one more driver to interview. I know we're about to just head to qualifying, so try to make it relatively quick. We welcome John DeRudris to the booth. John, congratulations on getting here. Final 4. Hope Phoenix is good to you.
Yeah, that's the goal. Just trying to run some laps and get some times on the board and really test some different setups and test some different runs, long run, short run. Just trying to lock in and do the best we can tonight.
Well, we were just looking up some quick stats. You had your 1 winning for the season, but 5 podiums, 10 top 5s, 21 top 10s. You've had an excellent season here. Really put your stamp on this year here in iNRS.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. It's been a long season, a fun season, and really excited to come back and see what we can do here at Phoenix. I felt like I was on the wrong side of strategy in the spring, so hopefully today everything that I've planned and prepped for this race is able to execute it and come out here and lock in and be able to bring home that championship.
Well, I know you're about to qualify. Good luck, and hope to talk to you at the end of the race.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Jeff.
You got it.
Great responses from those drivers popping in and getting the chance to talk to us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Jeff, this is it. This is the last race of the season here with iNRS. We're here at Phoenix watching these drivers qualify. We've got this race. Let's talk about tonight's keys to tonight's race.
Okay.
So it's similar to what we had before. In fact, I'm not really sure those are the actual keys I wanted to make for tonight. It's not actually. Those are the wrong keys.
While you're doing that, if you could share your screen with me too.
There we go.
I've been able to see that. There we go.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Well, drivers out there qualifying, they'll take a 5-minute break after qualifying for a drivers meeting, and then we'll catch up with that. We're just kind of talking a little bit here about what the keys are. And again, you heard me say, "Oh, wrong keys." Yep, you're right. I had the wrong keys up there. Give me a second to correct that. Jeff, how was your day?
My day was awesome. I've been thinking about this race all day. In the middle of changing phones and changing carriers at the same time. I do not recommend that. When you change cell phones and simultaneously change carriers, it can really get messed up. And then the guy that put the order in switched my wife's and my phone, so we had the wrong numbers on the wrong phones. It took us most of the day to get that straightened out. But now put that behind me, and we've got the keys to the race.
We do. So keys for tonight, it's going to be long run speed. This is a unique track you heard us talking about earlier. 1 and 2, way different from 3 and 4, but able to keep your tires under you and have long run speed, that's going to be critical. Pit strategy is also going to play in the game as well. We'll see how that goes tonight. And then obviously maximizing those short runs to take advantage of a good position to get in and get out. We'll see how these guys take advantage of that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that because there is a lot going on tonight. I mean, not only you've got the 4 guys running. Hopefully, one of those 4 will win the race. Makes it real easy to determine the championship. But these guys have to pay attention to all of these. And, you're thinking about your long runs, but you're trying to maximize your short runs. And then in the middle of that, trying to do pit strategy. And I've said it several times this season, but one of the things I admire about these guys is they don't have a big team. They don't have a separate person that's a crew chief sitting on the box making decisions for them. Most of these guys are doing all that themselves. So they are spending time while they're driving trying to think about, who's on what strategy, who took tires, who didn't. And it's a mindful to get a hold of all that.
All right, most of the qualifying is done. We're trying to see how these guys fare. Right now, just looking through the best times, I think Jacob Musso has put up a pretty good time. But we'll see the official order once qualifying and their drivers meeting concludes, hopefully soon.
Yeah. Jordan Wetzel was wondering if somebody was going to sandbag him, and I don't know if Jacob was actually sandbagging because their times are pretty close. But we'll see when the official numbers come in how they shake out.
Well, right now they've got a 5-minute drivers meeting, and we'll do some housekeeping here. Obviously, as you've heard, we've got 4 drivers: the 59 of DeRudris, the 81 of Wenzel, the 48 of Wheeler, and the 25 of Musso. Those drivers, 35 races, hard work all the way through, have put themselves into the opportunity here in Phoenix to bring home the championship.
Yeah, it's quite the battle. We had a heck of a race last week to settle this Final Four, and now these guys are in there, and they are going to be battling hard tonight.
Absolutely. So talking about that, let's look at the race info here for tonight in Phoenix. All right. Oh,
Ooh, 78 degrees. That's for Phoenix. That's a little on the cool side. So drivers will like that, I think.
yeah.
22% humidity, a little cloudy, not much wind to speak of. So that can play a factor here if it's pretty brisk. But 250 lap
Nope.
race,
100. I'm sorry. 156 laps.
Okay. 156 lap race tonight. I like that better than 250.
Yep. The stage break is at.
Stage break. Yeah.
I don't think I updated that information. Playing catch up here. Work has been just a bit of a monkey on my back here. It's stage break at lap 51 tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought these numbers sounded similar to last week.
It could have been. Yeah, you could feel that. That's certainly possible.
No quick repairs. That's always the same. Pit road speed 30 mile an hour. Is that what we're looking at tonight?
No, of course it's not. That's wrong too. I think it's 35 to be sure, but I'll double check that. Do I sound unprepared? It's possible. It's possible.
Hey, you got a lot on your plate over there,
Yeah.
trying to broadcast and do all the switching and do all the graphics, and I'm just sitting here taking it easy.
So pit road speed is 45 miles an hour here in Phoenix. That's the last variable that I wasn't prepared for. But again, 156 laps, 51 laps in stage one. There are no quick repairs. Speed limit on pit road is 45 miles an hour.
Okay. This track is interesting. I was when I've raced on it several times and never knew until tonight which turn was turn one. But as you look at the track and look at where the start finish line is, that red line coming out of that, going to your right, that's the dog leg, which is the front straightaway, so to speak. Then the first turn you come to is turn one, then turn two, and then you've got that long straightaway in the back, relatively long. And then you have a quick turn three and turn four, and then you're back at the start finish line again. And it's just a really interesting layout, and there's nothing else like it on the NASCAR circuit. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so fun. That dog leg is so wide. You'll see guys cutting out of the inside of that all night long, trying to make up a 10th here or a 10th there. And it's going to be interesting because that comes into play right after the restarts. And all of a sudden they'll be, 7, 8 cars wide going through that dog leg because there's so much room to work with.
Yeah, this 1 mile track, it's funny that back stretch used to be the front stretch. And that first turn was turn one, and then turn two was the giant dog leg, and then you'd have drivers diving into three and then four on that. When they flipped this track around, it boggles my mind. It just never feels the same to me. It's the same track, but for some reason, because you start there between what used to be turn one and two, it in the middle of the dog leg, it just I don't know what it is. It just is a ripple in my brain. It's all good.
I totally get it. That's the one thing that really came out of it though, is that the way that dog leg plays during the restarts, because that's what boggles my mind, is you get all those guys just making those, going 6, 7, 8 wide, and then they have to get it together again before they get down into turn one, because that narrows up quite a bit. So it'll cause some hurt feelings tonight, and maybe a little paint rubbing here and there, but hopefully not too many cautions.
All right. Well, the warm up is the drivers' meeting is over, and this race is about to get underway. We're looking for our drivers. There we go. We're getting set up, and that
Yeah.
means we're going to get a grid.
They are gridding up now. And there it is. Good deal. So we've got Jacob Mossau on the pole position in that 25 car. Great run by him tonight. Jordan Wenzel's alongside him in second. Austin Wheeler is in the second row in third position alongside him. Eddie Mossau Jr. In fifth position, Joe Mossau. And then alongside him, Matt Parasini. Behind them, Ron Fitting, Christopher Cash, Corey Ennis in the next row alongside Tyler Lem. Garrett Walden in 11th, Scott Thomas in 12th.
All right, and in 13th, you've got Eric Jeffers, Vince Burns in 14th, Tony Japs in 15th with Austin Walton to the outside. In row 9, Jeff Ramsdell and John DeRudris. And in row 10, you've got Tyler Sexton and Richard Mills.
And the cars are off the pit lane, forming up on the track behind the pace car.
You see a driver's name that's outlined in gold. That is one of the final 4 drivers. All right, here we go. Now Jacob Mossau is leading this pack down with the pole position. That is to the start of this race. Through the restart zone, the Riley Auto Parts restart zone, and we are underway here in Phoenix.
There they go down into that dog leg, and they didn't do.
Three wide at the beginning and first lap. Already battling Austin Wheeler up there. That's 3 playoff drivers. 1, 2, 3, side by side. Contact.
Austin
25.
Wheeler.
Oh, contact again. Jacob Mossau is involved. A lot of drivers involved here, wrecking early just in this first lap.
Mossau. Oh.
Looking at his car, trying to see what the extent of the damage. No meatballs have come up, but there's definitely some
He's got
contact
a little
there.
left front corner damage, it looks like.
Yeah, the 42 of Tony
horrible.
Japs as well has got a little bit of damage. Holy cow. That is not what we wanted to see.
I did not expect that on the first lap.
Go back and quickly take a peek here. See these drivers, there's the initial contact with the 48. 25 is just, and then he gets a bump from another Mossau.
Yeah, just about had it gathered up, and then
That's Scott Thomas coming through there. All of the Mussaus got involved. Unfortunately, the 26, the 28, and the 25.
Oh, dear.
All involved. And Tony Japs, unfortunately, had a little contact there as well. But not the start these guys were looking for. All that drivers on pit road at the moment.
Yeah, all the Mossau's are on pit road right at the moment.
Well, we're under our first caution of the night here at Phoenix. Drivers absolutely trying to get to the lead in the front, and there's a little bit of contact with the 48 and the 25. Unfortunately, it's got a number of drivers on pit road.
The big winner in all of that, I think, is the 59 of John DeRudris. Did not have the best qualifying effort tonight and was starting near the back, and all of a sudden found himself from at the back of the field to up mid-pack in position 11 now. So good jump for him. That will help him get back up. I think we'll be able to, as long as Jacob Mossau does not have too much damage, I think we're going to see him be able to get his way back up again. He's back out on the track now in 14th. The other 2 Mossau's have now popped up as well. They're 16th and 17th. Tyler Lem and Austin Walton still in the pits. Austin Walton's coming out now. Tony Japs also still in the pits.
Lights are off in our pace car. About to get this back underway here. But Eddie Mossau Jr. is Joe Mossau, Jacob all out, still on the lead lap. All right, pace cars dropped off as we get back to go through the Riley restart zone. Jordan Wenzel is in charge of this restart. Austin Wheeler to the outside. Driver's trying to be a little patient here. And we're back underway.
Yep, Jordan Wenzel, known for his good restarts, gets another one. Really gets a good jump on that. He's
car spinning in the back.
Oh, cautioning again.
I think that was Joe Musa who spun in the back. Oh, a little bit of contact with the 17. That's Austin Walton, unfortunately, caused that 28 to go around there. But
yeah, well, Joe Musau's going to feel like a ping pong ball after these first 2 laps. He's gotten caught up in both of these cautions. Tyler Lem back into the pits to get a little more work done. Looks like that 28 did not need to go back to the pits. He's still out on the track.
Yeah, just a little bit of a spin, just maybe a little rubber laid down, but not terrible. So, well, not the beginning that any of these drivers expected to have for sure.
No, not the beginning I expected either. I thought you'd see some guys playing it cautious at the beginning. You know, let things get warmed up and not get into that first one, 3 wide, and all 3 of them were playoff drivers. That just blew my mind.
All right, we thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the iNRS 2025 Championship race here in Phoenix. And if you aren't a follower of our channel, we certainly wish you would. And go ahead and click that follow button and subscribe to our channel. And we've got another championship event next Wednesday night for the Tech for Troops Cup Series. And then on November 23rd, making sure I get this right, we have got a 500-mile, 188-lap event at Talladega for the, make sure I get the name correctly here. We're bringing that to you. It's the Ryan Sadowski Gobble Gobble 500. It's November 23rd, just before Thanksgiving. And that race brings out some of the best sim racing drivers. It's a paid entry for a good cause, and we just have great racing. So subscribe and tune in. We're about to go back to green here. Jordan Wenzel leads the field down into the Riley Auto Parts restart zone. He's got Austin Wheeler to the outside. 27 of Corey Ennis and Ron Fitting behind. And the green flag flies back to green flag racing here in Phoenix, lap number 9. It's always a challenge, Jeff, when those guys come out of that dog leg. That car is so out of shape.
Yeah, that's the banking changes drastically there, and it's you really have to have a good grip on the wheel because that thing wants to jump around on you. You see there, Austin Wheeler coming up, trying to make a move, and Corey Ennis sticking his nose in there as well. These 3 guys are going to be battling it out here.
Yeah, the 48 slips behind, tries to take the under move, get the inside of the 81. But the 81 shuts the door. Man, it's so close, almost some contact with the 27.
Yeah. Right through here, there are so many different lines you can take. You can see how the 48 got a good jump. There he really goes He's into the lead now if he can hold on to it. But Jordan Wenzel coming around the outside of him got a big run onto that straightaway there.
Still door to door. Yeah, totally different lines. Jordan Wenzel takes the higher line from the dog leg. Austin Wheeler takes the low side. That last lap by Austin Wheeler, guess what? Fastest lap of the race, 26.665.
That's getting pretty close to qualifying speed. That was a good lap.
All right, Austin Wheeler has now taken over his second lap. Guess what? It was faster than his first. 26.566. Some smoking times now that this field is kind of stretched out a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully that will let guys settle down a little bit, get into their rhythm, and not have the frequent cautions like we did the first couple laps. But boy, Austin Wheeler's pulling out. He's not, doesn't seem to be too concerned with tire wear right at the moment.
Well, and here in Phoenix, like lots of short tracks, clean air is king.
Yep.
All right, 14 laps complete. 15 laps at the moment.
Good battle back there
Could you do some math while you talk about that?
Sure, good battle back there between fourth and fifth. Ron Fitting and Matt Parasini had a good battle going back there that we could see. And cars are bunching up here and there. There's still that fourth and fifth position still fighting it out. Then you get back a little further, ninth and 10th, Vince Burns and Jacob Musau. Those guys are having a good battle. Jacob working his way back towards the front again. Remember, after that first caution, he was back there quite a ways, back about 14th. He's made his way back up to 10th now.
He's got the other Final Four driver, that's John DeRudris, behind him as they try to work their way back towards the front. But so right now, what my numbers say doesn't make them any righter or wrong. I'm thinking they can do about 65 laps on a tank of fuel, which really says it will only take a couple stops here if we were to stay green.
Yep. John DeRugers, we talked about he and Jacob Musau. I'm going to get that name, but here we're at the end of the season. I'll pronounce it right before we're done tonight. But those two guys battling for 10th and 11th. And then you've got Austin Wheeler and Jordan Wenzel, the other two playoff drivers, battling for first and second right now. So still a lot of laps to go. Lap 19 of 156. But the battles are shaping up already. Guys are running close together, and they've got to be careful, but yet they've got to race hard at the same time. So it'll be a challenge tonight.
Austin Wheeler continues to lead right now. Bring up the current tower so you can see what we've got here. Again, those drivers with that gold banner around them or behind them, those are your four final drivers here in the championship race. So Austin Wheeler, Jordan Wenzel up in front. Back in 10th and 11th is Jacob Musau and John DeRudris.
Yeah, and these other guys, you've got that big group there between 3rd and 9th, Corey Ennis all the way down to Vince Burns. Those guys aren't going to cut them any slack. They're not going to purposely get into them or do anything like that. But those guys they're still racing for a win. So Austin Wheeler and Jordan Wenzel don't have anything locked up. These guys aren't going to just roll over and play dead and let those guys battle it out up front. Matt Parasini, Corey Ennis, Ron Fitting, That's the rest of the top 5. Those guys, plus the guys behind them, they're going to be trying to push their way to the front. Right now, they've got a long way to go because Austin Wheeler's jumped out to a great lead. But they're going to be trying to fight their way back up to the front as well.
Just saw that the 81 of Jordan Wenzel just about a lap ago really had some solid contact with, unfortunately, that outside safer barrier. So that may you can only do that so many times here.
Yeah, yep. He's still seems to be holding his own right now as far as the gap. He loses a little bit in the corners. You see him cut down to the apron down there in the dog leg. Now as they go into turn 1, he's taking the high line. Austin Wheeler's taking that lower mid line. But Matt Parasini's making his way up to Jordan Wenzel's rear bumper.
He had a solid run by the 24.
Yeah, absolutely. And there he ducks way down to the dog leg there at the bottom of the track on the dog leg. But these guys are the first 4 cars, I think, are in a pretty good battle. And then there's a gap back to P5 with Ron Fitting. And then they've got another 4 or 5 cars back there that are battling it out. So good, exciting racing tonight. And a lot more to come as we hit lap 26.
Riding on board with Jordan Wenzel here as he tries to pursue the 48 of Austin Wheeler. Now, one of the things we've talked about numerous times here was, do you really dig deep and go for it at the beginning of the stint, or do you try to save your tires, really kind of let them stay as cool as you can, so at the end of the run you have a more opportunity to really go after it?
Yeah, some of these guys are shifting tonight too. Like I'm looking at Jordan Wenzel's telemetry right now, and he's downshifting into 4th as he goes into turn 1 and turn 3. And then once he gets on the straightaway, we'll upshift to 5th at some point.
Working through, that's Tony Japs going a lap down there. Tony was involved in that earlier incident. Unfortunately, he probably has a little bit of damage on that 42 Ford.
Yeah, we've got 3 guys that are, or 2 guys that are 1 lap down. Tony Japs and Austin Walton. And then Tyler Lem at this point is about
you didn't realize just how much they were shifting or utilizing that lower gear. That does affect the mileage. So I kind of rethink that mileage based on that shifting.
Yeah, it looks to me like Jordan Wenzel, anyway, is using 4th gear most of the time. He'll shift to 5th as he goes through the dog leg.
Yeah, that'll take about 10 laps, I think, away from their fuel economy and mileage that they could get out of a tank. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
As these drivers cut the dog leg, it plays havoc with our telemetry. It's like, oh, he's going to the pits. Oh, no, he's not.
Yeah.
But we're about 20 laps away from our stage break here at lap 51. Already 31 laps in the books. Once we got going green, it certainly has kind of really settled down a bit. 24 is really right there trying to get around the 81.
He can get to him, but he just can't. Oh, they're coming up real tight on him.
Yeah, good run by the 24.
Oh, little contact on the wall there from Jordan Wenzel. He's pushing it seems like, because that's I think the second time that we've seen him. 24 inside for a little bit, but Jordan Wenzel's able to get a run off of that corner. Something
happened to Richard Mills in the 88. He's got appears to be a meatball. He's got some damage in that 88 Chevrolet.
Yeah, he's in the pits now. That's not a good sign for him.
see if we can go back and figure out just what happened to the 88 here.
Ooh, 24 makes a big run on the bottom.
88
He's
oh,
got the
25.
position, but he just can't clear it.
Yeah, there's definitely some contact.
Yep.
That 88's got some damage.
Yeah, he hit that outside safer barrier pretty hard.
Yep, he can't turn. Oh, he's got some major. Go back, get a different view here. That right front is gone. It's toast.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well,
right.
we were looking at that. Matt Parasini made his way around Jordan Wenzel. He dove down, took the inside away from him on that dog leg and made a great pass.
Here's that pass right now. 24 gets around the 81. Good move by the 24.
Yeah.
All right, 35 laps in the books. Right now, Austin Wheeler continues to lead, but the 24 is charging. He has made it up. He's up 4 spots from where he started. He got himself around the 81 of Jordan Wenzel, and he's headed towards the bumper of Austin Wheeler. Now, remember, it doesn't matter if you win the race or not, if you're one of those 4 championship drivers. It's just who finishes first.
Yep, whoever's the first of those 4 will be the champion tonight. The other guys are all running for 5th and beyond, but they still have a chance to win the race. And I think you're going to see things like Matt Parasini and Corey Ennis and Ron Fitting and Garrett Walden all trying to battle their way up to the front. But boy, Austin Wheeler's setting such a blistering pace.
Yeah, his best lap was a 26.57. His last lap, 27.80. Just about a 1 second of fall off here after 38 laps. Looking back to the field, see Matt Parasini trying to close that gap, stretching it out in front of the 81. Looking on back through the field, kind of stretched out a little bit. That's for up to 8, 9, and 10.
Right now, no real heavy battles, but guys seem to be in groups. You'll see a group of 3 or 4, then a group of 2, and then a group of 4 or 5.
Watching the 59 of DeRutris, he's got the 26 of Eddie Musso Jr. trying to get to his inside. They're battling there for position as we head into the stage in about 11 laps.
Yeah, different shifting strategies here, and which is going to make a impact on fuel mileage. Right now, we're about 30 laps, 31 laps under green flag conditions. So we're probably halfway-ish to a green flag stop. We'll see. It's all going to depend on how much they're using 4th gear and how much they're staying in 5th.
Yeah, my guess is that they'll pretty much it becomes there's 2 races here in the iNRS Racing Series. The first race is to the first stage. Some tracks, you can make it all the way on that tank of fuel to that first stage. Not always, but mostly. They'll do it here. They'll be able to take what they've got. They won't need fuel. They'll make it to the first stage. It's the second half that gets interesting. So with the first half being at lap, we'll have at 51, they'll all come in for fuel and tires. Then they've got, say, 60 laps. That gets you to 110 laps, and that's the money stop.
Yep. And that's assuming we stay green the whole way, which would, I think, be a great race. Great change from last week, especially. Last week we had a record number of cautions, and that was a tough race for the drivers. You're starting, stopping, you're in and out of the pits. guys with a lot of damage, and it made it very difficult, I think, for the drivers to make it through that race because you just can't get your rhythm. Martinsville, like we talked about last week, is a rhythm track, and with that many cautions, it's just impossible to get settled down in a rhythm and make things move along.
You see the 99 of Tyler Lem there. Tyler is a few laps down, but he's right now blended in with the field. He's up there battling, trying to get some laps back. Trying to get a feel for just how many laps he's actually down.
It looks like 19.
Yeah, 20.
20? Okay.
Well, I think he was involved in that earlier incident.
Okay. Oh yeah, now he's back to 20 on timing and scoring. So Tony Japs, Richard Mills, both in the pits right now.
Yeah, Richard Mills, major damage on that 88. Not sure if he'll be able to return. Tony Japs also had some significant damage, but he doesn't have a meatball, but he certainly had some damage on that 42.
Austin Wheeler is the only car one lap down right now. So in the event of a caution or
Christopher Cash,
when this
something's happened to the 69 of Chris Cash. Yeah, there's definitely an issue with that left front. That left front tire is definitely got a toe link issue.
Oh boy.
He's trying to make his way down.
Try to make his way into the pits, yeah.
Not exactly sure what happened to Chris Cash.
I'm going to take a guess. He made contact with that outside safer barrier. Yeah, Phoenix doesn't have a lot of bank in the corners, and when your track is somewhat flat, the car really wants to push to the outside wall coming through the corners, especially coming off of the corner, and that makes it tricky. That's why we've seen a couple different incidents where guys have made contact with the wall. Not enough damage to stop. They were able to keep going, but yeah, in this case, Christopher Cash had to go into the pits. Looks like he's back out though.
Looking at the 25 of Jacob Musso from that first incident there, first lap or two. It looks pretty good. No real issues there. He's where you would expect him to be, just about 1 second fall off from the beginning. He's looking in good shape, running right now in 6th place.
Yeah, and John DeRuger is not able to break out of that spot that he's in. He's bouncing around between 11th and 12th. Caution is out, and that is the stage break.
You are correct. Stage 1, or the stage break, has just happened. That's a competition caution that has come out. But you're right, the 59 just hasn't been able to kind of figure this track out quite yet. The 55 of Vince Burns just worked his way around him. But pace car is coming down the track.
Yeah, he had about a 2-second fall off. So I don't know if he had tire issues, used them up early on. That may be why he wasn't able to advance. But we'll see what happens after this stage break. Everybody's going to come in, get her filled up on fuel and 4 tires is my guess. Car's coming down pit road now. You'll be able to see this.
Pretty much the entire field, all of those drivers who are on the lead lap are making their way onto pit road here in Phoenix. It's a long way around here.
Boy, I'll say. And a lot of it is blind. You know, you're coming out of your pits and somebody's coming around that corner. It's hard to see them coming. Guys have to really be careful on this pit road. You see Austin Wheeler's painting car, taking 4 tires and fuel and back out on the track. Looks like they came back out pretty much the way they went in. I think Jacob Musow picked up a spot over Garrett Walden, it looks like.
All right, looking at Austin Wheeler. So right now it looks like they're out. Get Wheeler, Pericini, Wenzel, and Jacob Musow now returns to top 4.
Yep. So we've got 3 of the playoff drivers in the top 4: Austin Wheeler, Jordan Wenzel, Jacob Musow, and then you've got John DeRugeris back in 13th position right now. But he's got fresh rubber just like everybody else. We'll see if he's able to make his way up through the field.
All right, to the outside, Matt Pericini will be right outside of Austin Wheeler on this restart. Lights are off on the pace car, about to get this back underway. Austin Wheeler leads the field down into the Riley Auto Parts restart zone. To the outside, Pericini and Musow, and there we go. Austin Wheeler leads this pack on this restart. Lap 56 of 156, 100 laps to go.
Great restart from him, and the guys really kept it together during that restart.
Car in the wall.
Yep. Hit that outside safer barrier and pushed him right down into the inside wall.
That's Tyler Sexton in the 35. Brings out the 4th caution of the night. And his car is toast. He just got loose.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
he
just got a little loose and overcorrected. Looks like, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, his tires are pointing off in the wrong direction, unfortunately.
Yep. Oh, boy. That's going to be a long repair, if it's repairable.
Yep, I think, unfortunately, that may be the end of Tyler Sexton's night here, but we'll see.
Some of the back half of the field making their way into the pits. Joe Musow, John DeRugeris, Tyler Sexton, Christopher Cash, Tony Japp's still in there, Richard Mills still in there. But those guys going in, get a little top off.
Yeah, a few of them may have had some damage that they're actually getting in there to take care of. There's been a lot of bumping and banging going on, and really what we've seen so far here in Phoenix is that really any contact at any angle with that safer barrier is going to really damage your toe link and potentially take you out.
Yeah, most of those guys are still in the pits. The 59 car came out, but let's see, 28 of Joe Musow, 35 of Tyler Sexton, and the 69 Chris Cash. Chris just came out. Now Joe Musow's out, but Tyler Sexton's still in there.
Yeah, based on what we saw with damage, he may be in it for An extended
Yeah.
stay.
Yep. Looks like Tony Japs is back out now, so that just leaves Tyler Sexton and Richard Mills in pits.
Yep, good for Tony.
Guys forming back up too wide to this safety car is going to pop off here pretty soon, and those guys have a long run to the green flag after the safety car pops off. They've got that whole back straightaway there.
Yeah, it's so odd here in this track. That safety car drops off just out of turn 2, and Austin Wheeler will lead this field all the way down through turn 4.
Yep.
I don't know why I said turn 2. He drops off at turn 3, but it's a long backstretch to get to turn 4. All right, back underway here in Phoenix. Austin Wheeler takes advantage of that position and does a great job jumping out in front. He's got Jordan Wenzel right there. Matt Pericini is right on his tail with Jacob Musso. This is really just once they've got those fresh tires and fuel, this is the race within the race.
Yeah, trying to watch his strategy here. He's been in 4th gear this whole lap, I think. Yeah, there he hit 5th just towards the end of the dog leg, and then right back to 4 as he comes into 3. So he was probably only in 5th gear for 3 or 4 seconds. That was it.
Good battle right behind them. That's you see Ron Fitting to the outside. You got Jeff Ramsdell there, Corey Ennis. Jacob Musso soundly in 4th place, trying to run down.
Yeah, tightening the gap on Matt Pericini in 3rd as well.
Fastest lap now put up by Jordan Wenzel, 26.449.
Fast lap. He's worked his way back up. I think he came out after the stage break in 4th, and now finds himself up in 2nd. Getting ready to battle Austin Wheeler.
All right, 63 laps complete here. Austin Wheeler continues to lead. See, a number of the drivers are still in the pit. Sexton, Eric Jeffers, unfortunately, has retired. Involved in that earlier incident. Tony Japs is back out, as is Tyler Lem, but both of those are a number of laps down. Richard Mills, well, he's going to be at the pits for a while. The iRacing fairies or elves are doing the best they can to put that car back together.
Yeah, the tightest battle on the track right now looks like, well, there's 2 of them, Garrett Walden and Corey Ennis in 5th and 6th. That's the really tight one. Corey Ennis is only about 5-1. Just went around him. So those 2 are battling back and forth now between 5th and 6th position.
Looks like Jeff Ramsdell is also trying to get under the 43 as well.
Yeah, those 3 are bunched up now.
Is that 97 M&M's car right there with Jeff Ramsdell trying to get under the 43 of Garrett Walden. He's got the position, just needs to close the deal.
Yeah, and boy, that's so hard sometimes here at Phoenix. You can get up to them, but you can't get enough to clear, and that's a very frustrating position as a driver. You feel like you've got the faster car, and you're working your way up there, and you get alongside them, and you think, okay, I got it, I had it. I don't have it anymore.
Another battle going on as Vince Burns in the 55 and the 79 of Scott Thomas. Battling there pretty door to door there for a minute.
And when you see two cars get side by side on this track, and on most tracks it's this way, at least a lot of them, the inside car, it's got that advantage because of the shorter distance around coming through the corner. But the problem is he's got to keep more wheel in it. The guy that's on the outside has a little more track to play with. He can get less wheel into it earlier, get back to the throttle a little bit earlier, and get a great run off of the corner. And so you're battling. One guy's faster on entrance, one guy's faster on exit, and it just makes it a challenge to make a pass.
If you're just tuning in, Austin Wheeler continues to lead here at Phoenix in the iNRS 2025 Championship again. Those drivers who have a gold back outline behind their names, those are our 4 championship drivers. One of those drivers will be crowned the 2025 champion here in the iNRS Racing Series after tonight. 36 races, exactly as you see each and every Sunday in the NASCAR Cup Series. We race the same races, same week here in this series, and these guys really are should be congratulated. It's a long season that started all the way back in February. Here we are about to be at almost Halloween, Jeff, and season.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Where has this year
gone? It's been such an exciting season, though. I saw Jordan Wenzel again with a little bit of contact on that outside wall, right by the start-finish line.
Seems that Jordan Wenzel is really putting his foot into. He's trying to close that gap. I think he's doing it between Austin Wheeler.
Yeah, slowly but surely he's making his way up there.
Just 4
but
tenths
boy,
separate
you can
those
tell
drivers.
He's pushing, because that's the 3rd time he has that we've seen that he's made a little contact with that outside wall. What causes that is he's giving it, either he's getting back to the throttle earlier, or he's getting back to the throttle more than maybe what he should be, and that's what pushes that car up towards that wall. Basically what that tells you is he's trying to get everything out of that car that he can get, and he doesn't want to hit that wall, but sometimes you just, all you have to do is misjudge it just ever so slightly, and you can get up there and scrape a little paint.
Well, one of the things that happens at Phoenix is there's so much lateral momentum with these cars that I think that sometimes it's easy just to make a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt Parasini's pulling away a little bit from Jacob Musow now. Pulled out to about a 1 second advantage, and that race for 3rd is not quite as tight as it was before.
Yeah, Jordan's really taking advantage of the dog leg. I don't really, sometimes that plays as a good advantage. Sometimes it doesn't. It's like a control. Someone described it that going into the dog leg and dropping down onto the apron and coming back up, it's like a controlled crash.
Yeah. And hopefully you don't make contact with anything, but you are definitely out of control for a short bit of time. It's just that's a tough one.
Well, while we're saying that, you see the 24 has now found a way to catch the bumper of the 81.
Yeah, he's right up there on him. Jordan Wenzel still tightening it up on Austin Wheeler, but Matt Parasini has made his mark. And you're right, he's right up to the bumper.
Yeah,
that 81 car.
I would actually hazard to guess that the 81 has fallen back a little bit. He was just 4 tenths back before a lap or two. Now he's back nearly almost a full second as the 24 goes around the 81. Not sure if there's anything going on with the 81, but there's definitely something happening. He seems a little off time-wise.
Yep, I just wonder if he's been pushing it, and here we are. We're about 20 laps on these tires, and that's about the time where you're going to start feeling that. If he's been pushing it hard the whole time, you're going to see a lot of wear on that right front.
Yep, a lot of heat in those tires. Track temp, let's get a feel for where the weather is right now. Track temp is 83 degrees, pretty cool here for Phoenix. A little overcast, that's helping keep the heat out of the track. So. Jacob Musso is right there behind the 81.
Yeah, now you got a real battle for third between Jordan Wenzel and Jacob Musso, two playoff contenders. So far, Austin Wheeler has controlled this race, though. He has definitely led the most laps. He's been out front most of the race, and just doing a great job at holding on to that lead.
Yeah, 71 laps led so far by Austin Wheeler. Jordan Wenzel has led 11. Jacob Musso gets credited for 1. But yeah, pretty much he has been in control.
Yeah, you look at the standings there on the left side of the screen, and you see we've got 3 playoff drivers right up at the front of the field. Matt Parasini's trying to be the spoiler up there. And then you've got John DeRugeris, who talked with us before the race and talked about, he was trying different things, trying different lines and ways of driving this track to try to get a good handle on it. And I don't know that he's going to be happy with what he's found so far.
25 of Jacob Musso has made his way around the 81 of Jordan Wenzel, and we just saw Jordan Wenzel really slam that safer barrier super hard. Hopefully not much of any damage on that 81, but man, he really body slammed that 81 into the safer barrier.
Yeah, that car's driving tight, and I don't know what is causing that for sure, but anytime you see a car making contact with that outside wall that much, that car is not turning as much or as well as what the driver would like, and he's just fighting that. And they always say loose is fast. Well, that means tight is slow, because you can't get back to the gas the way you'd like to. You're off the gas going into the corner, maybe a little bit of brake to set the car up for the turn, and then you want to get right back to the gas again. But man, when your car's tight, you can't do it. You just got to wait, and it seems like an eternity before you can get your foot back on the pedal and go. And I think that's what Jordan Wenzel's fighting right now.
Absolutely. Often hear a driver say it's like driving a dump truck. It's hard to make a turn.
I've driven a dump truck before, and that's exactly the feeling.
All right, Matt Parasini's found himself now in second, trying to run down the 48 of Austin Wheeler. Austin was very happy to see all of that going on in his rearview mirror.
That's right. It got him out a little bit of a jump ahead. He's a little over a second ahead of Matt Parasini right now. And Jacob Musau's fallen back to about a half a second behind second place. Jordan Wenzel's about a second behind third place. And then Garrett Walden even further, about 2 3/4 seconds behind fourth. He's running fifth.
So we're expecting to see green flag pit stops somewhere about 20 laps from now. And if all goes well, that will be the last stop of the evening. All right,
Yeah,
Jordan's
we're probably
kind of
a little over
back
halfway.
Pretty big gap if you look, just think about what between Jordan Wenzel and Garrett Walden, that's about 3 seconds or 2.5 seconds back for the 43. Scott Thomas, both he and Garrett Walden are up 6 spots. They've made their way up. Jeff Ramsdell is the big winner back here in the 97. He is in 9th. He started 17th towards the back end of the field. He now finds himself mid-pack.
Yeah, good run by Jeff Ramsdell in that 97. Vince Burns behind him is up 4 spots. And then Ron Fitting lost the spots that Vince found. He's 4 spots down. Joe Musow 7 spots down. John DeRugeris is up 5, but he just cannot seem to get out of that 11th, 12th, 13th where he's running right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's found what it takes to get around this track here at Phoenix. I'm not sure just whether it's the setup or how his car is performing, but this is definitely not the night he was expecting to have. But of course, there's still 56 plus laps to go, 60 plus laps. So we'll see how it ends up.
Maybe when he pits, he'll get a set of those special tires like they had in Days of Thunder.
Match set.
Be able to, maybe be able to work his way back up.
Watching the 24, Matt Pericini and Jacob Musso right there. That's 2nd and 3rd. Jacob was kind of caught the bumper of the 24 there a bit.
Yeah, Christopher Cash back in the pits for an extended pit stop. He's a little over 3 minutes in the pits right now. That puts him 10 laps down. And he's, if he comes back out of the pits, he's eligible for the lucky dog at this point.
Yeah, he had a lot of front end damage with some wall contact early on. So.
Looks like the tightest battle on the track right now is Joe Musow trying to catch Vince Burns for that 11th spot. He was down to about 1/10. Close to that again.
It's close. He's just trying to find his way around the 55. He's got slightly fresher tires. He went in a lap 57, whereas the 55 of Vince Burns came in around 53. So, 4 laps don't really make that big a difference.
Yeah,
but
one of our playoff drivers, John DeRugeris, just into the pits. Looks like he's just started his pit stop. So we'll see. Looks like it's going to be a 4-tire and fuel already.
4-tire stop there for the 59.
Yep, 15 seconds and he's on his way again. I don't know if that's a strategy move to pit early, short pit it, and boy, he's going to be really, really tight though on fuel to make it the rest of the way on one tank.
Yeah, he'll have 58 laps to go on that last run if that's something he can pull off. But as we said earlier, we are expecting green flag pit stops anytime in the next 10 or so laps. Of course, a lot of that depends as a driver how you're actually using or saving fuel, how you're saving your tires. Scott Thomas is in now, so we're beginning to see these drivers come on pit road. And if that's the case, we'll keep an eye on it. So maybe our calculation was a little off. We were saying about 50 or so laps. Well, that's not that far off. So lap 100, that's 47 laps right now on the in for the 48 of Austin Wheeler. On that, he pitted last on lap 53. Question is, can you make it on one stop? That's the challenge.
Yes. And they're getting to the point where they can. They squeeze out another 10 laps. I think they've got it made. We'll see if they can go that long or not.
Well, the first stage was at 51, but we did have some caution laps in there, so that obviously saved them some fuel. Jordan Wenzel on pit road. '81's making it down on pit road, get his stop in.
Yeah, this is going to, I think Jordan Wenzel going to the pits is going to cause some of these other guys to start pitting pretty soon, because he's going to come out and he's going to be probably at least a second faster. And that's a great way to gain ground on the leaders, is to short pit early, get back out there, and while they're running slow laps, you're running faster laps.
That's a solid stop for the 81.
Yeah, 15.1. He and Scott Thomas had identical pit stops. Tony Japp's back in the pits again.
Out in front still, Austin Wheeler. He's not made his way down onto pit road yet. I think he's doing that same. He's trying to stretch that out as best he can.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody on the lead lap right now, with the exception of Joe Musow, pitted on lap 33. Joe in that 28 car pitted on lap 57, so he's got a couple laps then he can extend if he wants to.
Oh, Vince Burns now on pit road. But all eyes are on the 48 of Austin Wheeler when he chooses to come down onto pit road.
Yeah.
If you're the 48, I'm assuming his thought is, I've got to make sure I've got enough to do this on one stop. Again, our calculations are thinking somewhere about lap 110. That's in 3 laps. We'll see how that all plays out. But we thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the iNRS 2025 Championship event. Right now, Austin Wheeler is leading. Jacob Musso is sitting in second. Those are two of the 4 playoff drivers. As you can see, right now, Jordan Wenzel and John Derudris, those drivers are sitting back in 12th and 13th. Both of those drivers have completed their green flag pit stops. We're just waiting now on Austin Wheeler and Jacob Musso. Matt Parasini now finds himself on pit road, getting his in.
I guess Austin Wheeler figures he's going to run that tank almost dry, and then he's going to have the best tires at the end of the race if he can stay out there longer.
I think that's a smart move.
Yep.
Now you are seeing a number of drivers who have already completed their stop coming up on the leader. That's the 55 of Vince Burns, trying to get his laps back. Because look just on lap times, Austin Wheeler's best time of the night was a 26.5. You know, that last time was a 28, and here he comes onto pit road. As does Jacob Musso, both of those drivers on pit road.
Yeah, this could be a battle of the pits. Last time in, I think Jacob had a little bit faster pit stop in that 25. So, no.
Yellow flag just came out.
What is this going to do?
Matt Parasini just crashed.
He had just pitted too.
Yep. Oh, Jacob Musso overshot his pit a little bit there. But caution is out on the track. Pit stop is complete. Trying to figure out just what happened to the 24. He's got some major nose damage. Let's see if we can bring up the result of that incident here. Oh, he's loose.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Just comes around.
yeah,
Cold tires, maybe?
possibly.
I don't know.
Big hit on that left front. Loops it around.
Yep, and then gets the right front.
Well, you got to be a matching set.
And got the back. Oh, he did not want to see that.
Major damage on the 24. He's now coming in the pit. You can see that nose all tore up on the 24 XLI.
Great camera work there, Rick, to show us that nose. I like that.
There you go.
Well, that is going to take Matt Parasini out of contention for the win, at least. Everybody on pit road now, guys that had pitted earlier.
Yeah, let's see how the telemetry plays out here, because we wound up with Austin Wheeler and Jacob Musso on pit road while that caution flag came out. So we'll see how, if any, that affects the standings.
Their timing and scoring looks like it's back where it should be now.
That's going to put, I think, Austin Wheeler and Jacob Musso somewhere about 9th and 10th now.
Yeah.
Well, caution flies here at lap 1. Let's see exactly. 109, 110 here. About the time we're saying.
Jordan Wenzel's coming back in. That's interesting. I'm sorry to talk over you there, but that just surprised me. Jordan Wenzel's back in again.
If I had to guess, it's a splash and go fuel only. Because he had come in slightly earlier before.
Yeah.
Or not. He just drove right through.
Okay.
All right. No idea what happened there. We'll see if we can get some feedback from the admin as to why he came back down. Maybe there's no answer.
Yeah, and it looks like he didn't lose any or maybe lost one position. Nope, there he goes. He's starting to drop a little bit now. He comes out in between Austin Wheeler and now he's dropped back. Got Austin Wheeler in 8th, Jacob Musso in 9th, and Jordan Wenzel in 10th. And now John DeRuger finds himself still in that 12th position, or 11th now. He's up to 11th, but he's much closer to his competitors than what he was. You've only got 1 or 2 cars in between them there.
Well, Garrett Walden is in control of this restart in the 43 of Eddie Musso Jr. to his outside. Jeff Ramsdell and Ron Fitting behind.
Yeah, Garrett Walden, we haven't talked a lot about him tonight, but he's been in the top 5 most of the night. Got a good chance here.
All right, good jump by the 43 out in front. Eddie Musso Jr. in 2nd. Jeff Ramsdell, Corey Ennis back there in 3rd and 4th. A lot of drivers who haven't been up at the front now find themselves in the top 10.
There goes the 28 making a run on Austin Wheeler.
Oh, the 27 goes around. That's Corey Ennis. He
my.
goes around, loops it. Caution comes out, but no contact to speak of. But unfortunately, 27 loops it around. That'll be good for the 24. The 24 was I think he will be the recipient of the lucky dog.
Yeah, great break for Matt Pericini. Unfortunately, he's 4 laps down, so.
Get one back.
Yep.
All right, well, our 6th caution of the night flies here at lap 118 for a single car incident. The 27 of Corey Ennis loops it around.
Well, if you look at our 4 playoff drivers, Austin Wheeler is winning that battle. He's in 4th position. Jacob Musow is in 6th. You go back down to John DeRugeris in 11th, and he's pitting again.
As is Jordan Wenzel.
Jordan Wenzel, yeah, is in 12th, and he's pitting again. I'm guessing those guys must have a little bit of damage.
Well, I'm thinking all that contact that we saw the 81 incur with those multiple taps against the safer barrier may have taken its toll on the 81.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, John DeRugeris is getting work done. He's well beyond a 4 tire and fuel stop. Jordan Wenzel was looks like 4 tires and fuel. He was at 14.9 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is about a 4 tire stop.
But he may have had a little bit of damage, but you can take care of it within the stop itself.
John DeRugeris had a 26-second stop, so that dropped him down to 13th. Last car on the lead lap. Matt Pericini got his lap back. He's still 3 down, but Garrett Walden still holding serve there in the 1st position. Got another Musow up there. Eddie Musow Jr. is in 2nd. Jeff Ramsdell in 3rd. Austin Wheeler in 4th. And then you've got Joe Musow and Jacob Musow in 5th and 6th.
Field begin to form back up. Lights are off on our pace car as they get ready to go back to green flag racing here. Just 36 laps to go.
And Austin Wheeler's found himself back up in 4th now after the pit stops and what could have been a catastrophic pit stop for him, but getting caught that lap down. But they were able to work that out. He's back up there in 4th spot, and as fast as his car has been tonight, if he can get a little bit of clean air on it, then as they take the green, he'll be showing us some stuff.
All right, back underway here at Phoenix. These restarts are always a bit chaotic here.
Yep. Boy, Garrett Walden got out to a great jump, though. Great job by him on that restart.
And he's happy to look back in his rearview mirror as these drivers are too wide contact there. 26 tapped the bumper of the 48. He kept it together, though. Finds himself in a hornet's nest with some Musso.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a Musow battle, and Jacob found his way up to 2nd. Now Eddie's in 3rd, and that drops Austin Wheeler back to 4th.
Austin Wheeler to the inside, trying to get around that 26, and does for the moment as they come through the dog leg.
Boy, it's so close to each other there.
Same thing with the 97 right there on the bumper of the 26 as well. So you got Moose sandwich for a number of those drivers.
Yeah.
Oh, 26 sliding around. Caution does fly.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, a little may have been a little premature on that. 26 kept it together, and but Christopher Cash is back on pit road with a meatball flag. Not sure what happened to the 69. Go back and see what happened to Chris Cash. Watching the 69 right there at the bottom. There's some drifts up, tiny bit of contact with the 55, but it was just enough. It sends him into the inside safer barrier. There's some major front end damage on that car.
Parts flying, debris all over the track.
Yep, that left front is not turning, so yep, that car is toast. All right, 69 finds himself in on pit road. You can see the Garrett Walden now. He's coming down onto pit road, as well as John DeRudris, Tyler Lem, and Tyler Sexton.
That be a Garrett Walden doing a splash and go?
I don't know. He's only got 30 laps to go. I would have thought he would have had enough fuel, but
yeah.
Should we right sides only, maybe? Nope. Set of 4 tires. Don't know that one.
Wow.
Every time I try to figure out what these guys are doing, I get it wrong. So I'm sure that's the right move to make.
Yeah.
Matt Parashini just got another lap back. He's down to just 2.
Well, yeah, that I don't understand that move from the 43 car. That's
yeah, I don't either.
I mean, he was running up front, and now he finds himself back in 11th. But I don't think he would pit just to give it away. So
no.
He had to have a reason for doing that.
So right now we've got one driver who has retired. That's the 12 of Eric Jeffers. We've seen Eric all season long. Unfortunately, things did not work out well for him tonight. 2 drivers in trying to get repairs made. So the damage to the 69 of Chris Cash a second ago. Richard Mills, similar wreck as well in the 88. He's also on pit road and has been for nearly an hour trying to get that 88 Chevrolet back underway. But the big story right now is that front row is 2 playoff drivers. That's Jacob Musso with the currently the control of the restart, with Austin Wheeler to the outside, and Jeff Ramsdell and Jordan Wenzel just behind. So 3 out of the 4 playoff drivers right there, rows 1 and 2.
Yeah, we're back to where we found ourselves early in the race, with 3 of the 4 right up in the front.
It's deja vu all over again.
Yeah. Base cars in. These guys are going to get to the end of the straight, make the turn, and take the green flag.
All right, these restarts have been chaotic all night. 25 gets a good jump.
Let's see what they do through the tri-oval here. Yeah, look at that. Just everybody. 3-4 wide there.
48 stays high. That's a 97 go under. They got 48 drops back a bit.
Jeff Ramsdell went from he just made up one position. Whoops.
Nope, that didn't.
Sure who that was.
Yeah, couldn't tell you who was spinning.
Stayed green though.
Yes, we stayed green.
That left Jacob Musow in the lead.
Wide.
Jeff Ramsdell.
48, 81.
Wow.
So Musso in the middle, I think. That's Joe Musso, who's the meat in that sandwich for a second. That's a scary place to be. He backs out, but now the 81 and the 48 are definitely, they're door to door.
Well, these guys have a lot to battle for.
But That kind of battle is
81
exactly
may
what
have
the 25 wants to see.
Yeah, I'll say. Oh, there we go. 130.
Caution's out again. Joe Musso is involved. Jordan Wenzel as well. He's wrecked.
Oh.
I am not sure what happened.
Seems to be quite a bit of damage. You can see
Oh, yeah,
dragging on the track.
It's like there's a little bit of contact.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Let's back that up a bit. So watching the 48 come up on his bumper. Looks like there's a tiny little bit of contact right there, but he's already out of shape, unfortunately, and gets sent right to the safer barrier.
Yeah, that's going to end his day.
Yep, I think that's tough. The 20 also winds up nosing into the inside, and then the 55 comes through.
Oh,
and it's just a
big pile up.
A wreck fest. Even the 59 is caught up in it down there. So what a mess. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate. See the sparks flying as metal drags behind that 81. He has got a meatball flag. So once he gets in his pit, that's gonna be it for the 81, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's going to lead just basically two of our guys in contention. Jacob Musow in first spot and Austin Wheeler in second. They'll make up the front row. They're some of the few cars that are on the track right at the moment. Pits are very, very busy right now.
We are transitioning into a night race here for the last 25 laps. That happened pretty quickly here in Phoenix.
It did. It got dark fast.
It did. And it takes a bit for those lights to warm up and really light up this track, so it looks a little bit dark at times.
I looked up and thought my monitor went bad. Well, John DeRugeris, he finds himself in that 59 car up in 6th position now. I'm not sure if he has enough in that car to make his way up and battle for the lead, but at least he's in a position where he can.
Yep. Front row is going to be two playoff drivers. That's going to be Jacob Musso and Austin Wheeler. Both of those battling for the champion tonight here.
It's going to be interesting to see with only 24 laps to go how aggressive they get. This could be far from over right now. I mean, you've got these two guys in the front battling. If they happen to get into each other, that opens the door for John DeRugeris.
I'm going to apologize now to Jordan Wenzel. I had gave him the broadcaster's curse. I had picked him to be out there contending for that championship, and well, yeah, he's not. So
no, tough break for him. That was, totally just wrong place, wrong time. He didn't do anything wrong there.
Restart underway here. Jacob Musso finds himself out in front, and 48 of Austin Wheeler battling hard, try and get around the 97 of Jeff Ramsdell.
He's able to do it. It looks like it's going to be tough on the outside, though. You see the 97 car making up ground there on the inside of the corner. Whoa, there goes.
It's 26 and Eddie Musso. Oh, and contact.
Yeah,
contact with the 48 near open the doors.
Boy,
hey,
I'll say.
Yeah, hey, I'm here. Don't
miss me. I think that's twice we've seen Eddie make contact with Austin Wheeler.
3 wide there for a second. 26 is right there battling door to door with the 48. 59 gets under the 79. Just 20 laps to go.
Yeah, Jacob Musow likes what he sees with 20 laps to go because he's got 2 cars in between him and Austin Wheeler in that battle for the championship.
Right now, he's battling with the 97 who is taking him door to door, and Jeff Ramsdell with RFK is out in front by a nose. And then he's not.
Yeah. It's funny how quickly it can change here at Phoenix.
Oh,
now
contact with Eddie Musso right there. Spins a bit. And the Emery's wrecking behind. 97 goes in the wall. 26 goes around. The 26 got punted by the 59 possibly. The caution does fly here with 18 laps to go. Lots of damage around here. We'll try to unpack this. But Jeff Ramsdell is crashed. Eddie Musso Jr. involved.
Yeah, there were no friends back there. Eddie Musso Jr. made contact with a couple cars in those last several laps. Austin Wheeler being one of them. And then when he got a little bit loose after that contact there, Austin Wheeler got into the back of him, and that spun him.
So see the contact right there with the 26, tapping the left rear of the 97. 97 kind of dirt tracks it around.
Yep.
There's a little bit of contact with the 48 on the 26, but fortunately the 97 does make some contact there.
Yeah, that was hard contact into that outside wall. Austin Wheeler is pitted though. He must have a little bit of damage he's trying to fix.
Let's see what happened as well. There's some contact with the 56. The 59 rather. Let's go back and see. Let's pause this a second. Find DeRugis here. He's a 26, unfortunately, right in front of him.
Yeah.
Yep, big top. Big contact there with the 59 spinning the 26 around. 59 had no choice. That driver was coming right down in front. So.
Yep, nowhere to go.
Nope. All right. So, well, 17 laps to go. Jacob Musso out in front. He'll have Scott Thomas to his outside. Ron Fitting, Austin Wheeler in row 2. Row 3 will be Matt Parasini, Corey Ennis, then DeRugis and Ramsdell in row 4. Number of drivers were in the pits, including Garrett Walden. He was in there for 7 minutes. Still in there right now.
Boy. Well, it's probably down to Jacob Musso and Austin Wheeler. Got John DeRugis up there in 5th or 6th right at the moment. So he's still in it. He's made a great comeback here.
Yeah, he may have some front-end damage after that incident.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's why I think it's down to just the 2 guys.
Good.
The 25 of Jacob Musso and the 48 of Austin Wheeler.
Scott Thomas finds himself right there on the outside row as you get back underway here in Phoenix.
Did not get a good start, and that held up Austin Wheeler.
But you got around him. Austin Wheeler now finds himself there 2 and 3 wide behind.
Austin Wheeler's got a clean shot at 2nd place. Well, he did. Now it's at risk. And Jacob Musso's out in front with that clean air with only 14 laps to go, excuse me.
Watching the 48, he's got the 27 of Corey Ennis behind him. Oh, big crash in
contact.
the back.
There it is, caution on lap 142.
That was also Matt Parasini definitely involved as well. Matt's had a started to be a good night, but not sure what happened to Matt. We'll try to bring that back up. Well, spinning in front of him was the 99 of Tyler Lem, and then the 43 of Garrett Walden gets into him. Unfortunately, that's two XLI drivers pretty much taking each other out.
Oh, man. It almost looked like that 24 of Matt Pericini just swerved to miss that car that was spinning and just got a little too loose. Couldn't gather it back up.
Yeah, we're kind of focusing on the 99. He is in a 3-wide battle here. That's Tyler Lem in the middle. You got the 35 of Tyler Sexton down below. The came down a little bit, and the 35 went up. Wasn't given any ground. There's contact there. 59 gets by, but I think the 99 at that point he's loose, and there's more contact with the 35, and there's that. But you're right. I think the 24 was just trying to avoid it.
Yeah, because he just all of a sudden just makes a hard right on the straightaway. That's he didn't want to do that. He had to be back end had to be coming around on him and tried to correct it and save it.
Well, this has now set up a 12 laps to go, probably like 10 before we go back to green. But that front row is going to be Jacob Musso and Austin Wheeler, both drivers battling for this championship. Right.
This is going to be a battle. I mean, you're down to 12 laps to go, and 10 laps to go, and the two guys that are still in it are in the front row. It doesn't get much more exciting than this, folks. It's going to be a battle to the end here.
Well, field is forming back up. About to get back underway. The 25 of Jacob Musso is in charge of this restart as we go through the Riley Auto Parts restart zone. Here we go.
Yeah, Jacob Musso gets a good jump, and that allows Corey Ennis to get around Austin Wheeler, which is going to make his life more difficult now.
Corey Ennis
going to go down the inside, making a run on him.
Corey Ennis trying to get up front. Yeah, not enough.
Yep. Corey Ennis sees an opportunity to get a checkered flag out of this. He's going to fight for it.
Oh, win's a win, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's going to make Austin Wheeler's job even tougher, though. Now he ducks down to the inside. He's going to try to make the pass.
Lots of battles going on around the tracks. Watch the big one now is Scott Thomas. Eddie Musso Jr. back there. You've got Corey Ennis, Austin Wheeler battling right here. If you're Jacob Musso, what's happening in your rear view mirror is music to your ears and eyes.
Absolutely. Yeah, he loves what's going on behind him right now. He sees his main competitor in Austin Wheeler in a battle with Corey Ennis, and that just gives Jacob Musso the opportunity to get out even further in front. He's out to about a half-second lead right now.
That is the battle right now going on with just 7 laps to go. Jacob Musso, every opportunity to bring this win home. He doesn't want to see a caution. He wants to see all that drama happening in that rear view mirror. His best friend right now is that 27 of Corey Ennis.
Yes.
Oh, Big run by the 48. Wow.
I thought he was going to get around it there for a minute.
Looked that way to me too. Five laps to go. Not much time left to make a move. Jacob Musso is just saying, let it stay green. Let it stay green.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, door to door with the 48 and the 27 here.
Oh, 48 made a little wall contact there, it looked like.
Now he's got the 79 of Scott Thomas on his bumper.
Yep. Yeah, Jacob Musau's looking in his rearview mirror going, I want you guys to fight, but don't fight too hard. I don't want another caution.
48 is trying to get up under the 27, takes a low line, drifts up, can't make it happen. Ooh. Scott Thomas grabs a little bit of the wall behind him.
What a battle here at the end. This is the way the season ought to end. Good, clean battle at the front, and may the best man win. Jacob Musau's now stretched his lead out to about 3/4 of a second. He's got a second over Austin Wheeler, and that's just going to be tough to overcome with only 2 laps to go.
Yeah, Austin Wheeler is losing ground to the 27 of Corey Ennis. In fact, he's in danger of getting knocked out of third by the 79 of Scott Thomas.
Yeah, you got to wonder if that last little bit of contact with the wall, if that scrubbed a little bit of speed off that car.
2 laps to go.
Wore it out.
2 laps to go. This battle is not turning out to be a battle for Jacob Musso. Final lap here in Phoenix as the iNRS 2025 season comes to a close. Jacob Musso all by himself. Just got to make it back to that start and finish line. And Jacob Musso wins Phoenix and wins the 2025 championship in the iNRS Racing Series.
Corey Ennis finishes second, and Austin Wheeler, our other playoff driver up front, finishes third. He's able to hold off Scott Thomas and get a podium out of this. Let's see, John DeRugeris ended up finished 10th. That's a good recovery for him. That's 8 spots ahead of where he started. So I know it wasn't what he wanted tonight, but unfortunately, Jordan Wenzel ends up in 15th, had that meatball flag there towards the end. And just poor guy, that just made him a spectator there at the end.
All right, there's your 3 finishers there. Musso, Ennis, and Wheeler. We should be able to get some results. All right, we do have results. All right, it's official. Jacob Musso wins Phoenix and wins the championship here in the 2025 season. Corey Ennis finishes in second. Austin Wheeler in third. Scott Thomas, great finish for Scott, finishes in fourth. Vince Burns in fifth. Eddie Musso Jr. in sixth. Ron Fitting in seventh. Jeff Ramsdell in eighth. Austin Walton in ninth. And John DeRugeris finishes in 10th.
Joe Musso finishes 11th with Short Fuse Motorsports. Matt Parasini right behind him in 12th. Tony Japs in 13th. 14th is Garrett Walden. 15th, Jordan Wenzel, we talked about. 16th, Tyler Lem. And 17th, Tyler Sexton. Unfortunate night for Tyler Sexton there. Joe Musso, we saw in 11th. Sorry, I jumped back up there. Christopher Cash in 18th. Eric Jeffers in 19th, and Richard Mills in 20th. Great run tonight. What an exciting race. You see Jacob Musso doing what's commonly referred to as a Polish victory lap, going the wrong way around the track, and now he's starting his burnout.
All right, great celebrating by Jacob Musso, and all those guys, and congratulations to all the short fuse drivers, Corey Ennis as well, Eddie Musso Jr. and Joe Musso. Great night all around for those drivers.
Yeah, Austin Wheeler's in the press room lobby waiting. He'll come up here and talk to us in just a minute. But yeah, just a great run tonight by these guys.
Absolutely. Well, we brought Austin Wheeler in. Austin, man, tough race. Tough race.
Yeah, can't beat the whole team. So.
Yeah, you were surrounded by a lot of Mussos and really all those short fuse guys. They were all there.
I tell you what, man, they're good teammates. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a tough battle there at the end on that lap 142 caution. Ended up with you and Jacob Musso starting on the front row, but then somehow Corey Ennis was able to make his way around you. What happened in that restart?
They're in the same Discord, so they timed it together and went together. I'm sure. So, like I said, I can't beat teammates. I can only race one guy at a time. When they got numbers like that, it's hard to do anything. But congrats to them, though. You know, they made it work and they got championship. So.
Well, it definitely was a pack of Mussos. How's that?
Yeah, can't beat the pack. That's right.
Well, you know, it's congratulations. We did speak with you in the pre-race. You know, it's hard to lose it like that, but you have had just an incredible season. It's been so much fun broadcasting and watching your successes over the course of this long season.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been ups and downs and everything else, but I'm sure the league's got some stuff to figure out with how they want to play the rules and stuff. So I guess we'll see how they do next year. But I enjoyed it. It's a long-term commitment and made a lot of friends this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Great run all season long, Austin. You've always been up front. You proved you were worth being in that, or deserved to be in that championship for, and really had control of this race for a good portion of the evening.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I had the fastest car. I mean, short run, I wasn't pushing too hard, just kind of keeping everybody behind me, and then I can really stretch out over the long run as the tires wore out. But we ended up having a caution fest there at the end. I never could get it strung back out again, and it's that's why they call it racing.
Well, short tracks like this always tend to favor the guy who's sitting in front at the restart. So.
Yeah, I mean, starting first here is key because you can get the jump and then cut the dog leg first, and you kind of get the jump on everybody. But I always lined up outside pole for some reason. I kept lining up second. I never could get the inside and get the jump and follow Jacob, ever be close enough and get clear and race just him. So I wish I could have got to battle him. It'd been fun to go head to head with Jacob there at the end, but it just part of the deal.
Well, any shout outs tonight in your final chance tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my wife for supporting me, letting me do this every week. It's she knows I enjoy doing this, and I really appreciate her supporting me through all of it. And my team, me and a couple other guys practiced pretty good this week. Because believe it or not, I am god awful at Phoenix. I made a lot of improvements this week just to be where I am. So I thankful for a shot at it, and thank everybody that put the league on, and you guys for broadcasting. It's a great broadcast. Love rewatching it. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you, Austin. All right, that's your third place finisher tonight here, Austin Wheeler. Also battling, finishes in second for the championship race. Congratulations, Austin, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Got it. With that, we'll bring Corey Ennis into the broadcast booth. Man, those short fuse guys, what a night.
Yeah, that was I mean, for a while there, I didn't think it was going to end the way it did. It was an absolute mess, but I'm glad the way it turned out.
Absolutely. Corey, we saw you battling throughout the race, and then you picked up from where you qualified +7 spots, and there you find yourself at the front with your teammates. Take us through that last restart.
So the last restart, obviously, knowing that we were, I was going to start behind him, we wanted to just get a good, clean restart, and hopefully I would get by Austin and just be able to race Jake. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna block Austin from winning a championship, but I'm gonna race him hard. I want to win too. So, I really appreciate how Austin's raced me all year, and I don't feel like I did anything dirty. Hopefully he doesn't have any hard feelings, but I was going for a win, and it was fun. Jake just ran away with it.
Yeah, no, I think in talking with Austin, I don't think he felt any hard like just when you're battling not only you're battling not only an individual, but you guys are a team. So he knows that. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, he talked about how in fact, I asked him that question, how you managed to get around him on that restart, and that was his comment was basically, hey, they're teammates, they're in the same Discord, they can time it, and they can both jump at the same time, and that left him at a little bit of a disadvantage, and he tried his best, but you guys came out on top.
It's all good.
Yeah, for sure. With the clean air, I mean, with these cars, the clean air is king. So once Jake got out there, I felt he probably could have done it without me. So
we're gonna bring Jake in here at the same time. Might as well. You guys.
Absolutely. Get the champ in here.
That's it. Jacob, congratulations. We felt we would leave Corey here in the booth while we brought you in. Man, congratulations on your win. What a victory.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
I mean, you win the race, you win the championship. You've got a nice trophy coming your way. Maybe a little bit of cash as well. Hard fought season. You guys at Short Fuse really, this showed what racing is all about here and teamwork.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, at the start of the race, I kind of, had a bad feeling about the race once I got. Me and Wheeler made contact there, and the car just stepped out, got loose, and I ended up in the fence. I thought my championship hopes were over. Just kept working on the damage, and luckily played out there at the end. Had my teammate up there behind me, because I thought, Wheeler was when Wheeler pit, he was gonna be starting like 10th or 11th. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stay out. Then I seen he started 4th, and luckily I had my teammate up there to put up a fight. But Corey was on newer tires too, so he was going for the win. So just definitely pumped that I was able to take off and hold a gap there.
Well, Jacob, I owe you an apology for mispronouncing your name probably for most of the season, but I started to get it right there towards the end anyway. Take us back to that restart after the caution on lap 142. I mean, I thought we were going to see it come down to the wire. Bumping and banging between you and Austin Wheeler in the 48, but you guys got a great jump on that restart.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, like in this league, we have the rule where the leader can take off as soon as he gets in the box or wherever he wants in the box. Mm-hmm. And I usually plan that. I usually have a set point I go every single time. So I think Corey was behind me there on the start, so he knew where I was going to take off. And luckily, it just worked out there. I thought me and Wheeler were going to have to race it out, and I knew he was going to be on better tires. But my car felt pretty good on those older tires out there. When the track temp went down, I felt like I could run really good pace. The car was a little bit looser, so I could definitely get the drive off a little bit better. But yeah, definitely the start was what made it with those few cautions there. Just being able to take off, control the clean air, and control my gap.
Yep.
Well, congratulations on your victory, on your championship. We have really appreciated watching you, especially. I would have to say this season seemed to be a breakout season for you.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't have the best of seasons last year. I didn't have any wins or anything, but I definitely felt some type of way this year. Maybe it's that Logano slogan, the 25 and 25. Maybe it was that, but we'll definitely take it. It was a breakout year for SFM, All
I
the
like
boys
that.
did
I
great.
like that. That was
So,
good. I like that.
you know, I'm just pumped. We got a car in the Final Four, and we were able to get it done.
Well, congratulations on that, and congratulations to all of the Short Fuse Motorsports drivers. You guys brought that home.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it. All right, Jeff, that kind of wraps up our broadcast here in Phoenix with the iNRS Racing Series crowning their champion for 2025, Jacob Musso. It's been a heck of a year. We've had a lot of fun with yourself, also with other broadcasters who have joined us here in the booth. Sal Nicosia has been here. We've seen another few drivers. Noah Evans has come out and helped commentate on our track. But what a year!
Oh man, it has been. I was kidding with Jacob Musso a little bit earlier about mispronouncing his name all season long, and I don't have to worry about that now because all I have to do is call him Champ. I mean, he came in and took control of the race at the end when it really counted, and walks away with the trophy.
Got it. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in tonight to the final race here in the iNRS Racing Series here at Phoenix. Your champion, your winner, Jacob Musso, brings it home for Short Fuse Motorsports and puts that crown on his head, that trophy in his trophy case for 2025. We appreciate all of you who have tuned in, and we hope to see you next week. Tune in on Wednesday for the championship of the Tech for Troops Cup Series, and again on November 23rd. So if you haven't, click that subscribe button, and we'll catch you at our next race. But from Jeff and myself, thanks for tuning in, and good night.